And we welcome you inside McEachern High School, Cantrell Stadium to be exact, for the second of 4 championship soccer matches on the day and 6 overall in the past 2 days. Today it'll be the 6A boys competition. A couple of teams that know each other, the Chattahoochee Cougars in Region 7, Team 2 against their foes in the Cambridge Bears, also in Region 7, the champions. And hey there, everybody. Thanks for joining us once again with Brandon Joseph. I'm Justin Hanover. And the Cougars come in as the defending state champions, Brandon, but they may be the underdog of sorts in this game. They've played once, and it was the Bears that won that one by a 3-1 score.
Yeah, these two teams, if you go by a lot of these publications' national rankings, well, we have 2 top 10 teams facing off for this championship. And as you mentioned, Cambridge with the advantage over Chattahoochee, and Cambridge, the top dog, only 1 loss on the year.
In that Region 7, they were both 7-1. Alpharetta, a very good team, 6-2, and Pope, the quality Greyhounds, 5-3 in a very tough region. Les Meenan, 19 years here, 242 career wins for Chattahoochee. This team 33-1 the last 4 years in the regular season, and the 1 loss came against Cambridge this year. Certainly revenge on their minds in the state championship.
Yeah, you want to get that one victory, which will result in the championship and bragging rights.
As for Chattahoochee, they're going to look to a bunch of leaders, but one in particular, the Air Force commit. You'll see Christopher Spade in the back. Meanwhile, though, he has 8 goals, and he scored the winner in that 2-1 overtime victory against Alpharetta. He's a special, special player, but Chattahoochee certainly more than just Christopher Spade.
Yeah, a lot of talent on the team, and it's going to be senior leadership, especially in goal for Chattahoochee, as they try to go back-to-back in the state championship.
Enrico Trujillo in goal, as you mentioned. Also Ryan Capper, phenomenal, first-team all-region player. Cambridge, well, they've got just the ability to score goals. 75 goals in all. They rely on speed. They like to possess. They have 8 representatives on that 7A all-region team. And certainly with both teams knowing each other, that's a good factor for both sides. But the amazing part about Cambridge, they're only their 6th year in existence, and they've already gotten to this part.
Yeah, how quickly can you build a program? And last year they lost to Dalton in the quarterfinals. Brian Wallace has this team as one of the top in the land, and they're trying to cap it off and almost go manifest destiny. They believe they're one of the best teams in the land. They believe they're the best team in the state.
An incredible run. They started 1-15 their first year just 6 years ago. They made the playoffs by year 3. The progression continued to lead 8 the last few seasons, and now here they are, as good as they come. This team can beat anybody for sure in the state. You mentioned Brian Wallace, the Region 7 Coach of the Year. AP Government, AP Micro and Macroeconomics, so a high-quality teacher as well. And he told us that there probably won't be too many quality scoring opportunities in this match, and that comes off of a 4-goal game between these teams, so you could expect that he will be accurate, and we'll see a lot of this play between sort of the 20s maybe, as these defenses don't give a whole lot.
Yeah, they have no problem trying to, in this game, 1-0. It's who can capitalize. That's going to be the big thing. Who makes the most of that 1 or 2 opportunities that does present themselves.
So they just introduced the lineups. Chattahoochee will be in the blue, Cambridge in the white. The match that I'm really looking forward to is this one. This is going to be as good as it gets potentially. The keys for Cambridge, they need to execute in their attack. They have to capitalize on those chances. And as Coach Wallace said, there probably won't be too many of them. 3-0 win over Gainesville. They came in, did the Bears. 2 goals right off in the final 5-15, so a very close contest there. Ethan Rose with a penalty, Harveen Ramirez, Reese Deegan with a penalty. They beat Greenbrier 5-0 before that. Put 8 on the board against a very good Allatoona program. That's unbelievable in the 8-2 quarterfinal win. And in the first round, Cambridge knocked off Lanier 3-0. You add that up, that's a team that can score 19 goals in all, just allow 2.
And scored 19 plus 17 goal differential. And you come in with the philosophy of there's not going to be a lot to be had today.
It's amazing, isn't it? You respect your opponents so much. Meanwhile, Chattahoochee, that double overtime win. I told you Christopher Spade with the winner from Ryan Capper. A couple of guys that know each other very well. 3-1, they down Tucker in the quarters. A 2-1 victory over Creekview. And in the first round, not a lopsided contest, 3-0 over Havisham Central. So Chattahoochee comes into this thing not exactly blowing opponents out. Could become in their favor, in effect, against Cambridge in what should be a tight one.
This should be a very fun contest, very athletic program. There's going to be a lot of up and down, and especially with the heat going, we'll see if one team can exploit and take advantage of the other.
And it is 90-plus degrees, probably 100-plus on that turf. The referee, Kadeem Sabara, blows his whistle, and here we go. First possession to the Bears in the white. Nick Sides in goal for Cambridge, the Divarsity 6A Player of the Year. We mentioned Henrico Trujillo.
If you're Cambridge, what you want to do
Is not that.
yeah.
Jared Williams, the defensive midfielder, picking that one off, doing exactly what he should, the senior. Very much a feeling out process early on. You don't, it's sort of almost like an analogy to golf. You can't win it right away, but you certainly don't want to lose it right away and make that mistake. So you're going to feel each other out, a couple of jabs here and there as they go inside. Very well done, and the shot just goes wide. No feeling out right there as Mikey Janowitz, whose brother won a state championship back in 2011, attacking as the junior does often.
Yeah, Mikey Janowitz wanted no part of this feeling out process.
No.
He wanted to
Body
come out
blows.
swinging.
Second team all region is Mikey. It's the outside attacking mid. You see Brian Zhao, the sophomore, defending. Long ball, a good long ball through. Can they run on? That'll be a well-earned corner. Just a minute and a half in for the Bears on their first attack.
And a great play. Once he realized that there was help and support, he played for the corner turn and fired it right off the thigh and out and earned the corner. That's a very smart, very heady play.
I mentioned Kadeem Sabari, your official, Raymond Blunt, AR1, Alan Gonzalez, AR2, and Patrick Baker, the fourth official, as they play short. A little bit too short.
Good read. Did not allow that quick touchback.
So many decorated young men here. All region honors across the board. About 15 players in all. In a region that's so tough. When you have a Pope team with the size that the Greyhounds have in the back, a very good team, finish fourth, you realize how good Alpharetta, Chattahoochee, and Cambridge are. Here's Harrison Field, second team all-region, the junior defender. Oh, and that's a lot of contact and nothing called. Oh, they call it back, does referee Sabara, so it was called.
Free kick to Cambridge.
You're watching live coverage of the GHSA Soccer Championships on the NFHS Network. NFHSnetwork.com/GHSA, your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Georgia High School Championship action. Bears looking to build here on this near side. John Barton, an all-region academic member.
Good fight.
And very well in by Zhao. They'll reset in the back with Ethan Rose, the Region 7 Player of the Year, who's going to be a Gamecock, committed to the University of South Carolina. Very, very solid left back is Ethan.
Good touch, very methodical. A little too strong and out of play.
Just a bunch of heavyweights going at it with this one. Oh, dispossessed. Can they save it? No. That ball rolled downhill.
It'll be interesting to see who can actually settle in and find a rhythm early on.
Well, each team certainly trying to take the other out of their potential rhythm. No doubt about that. Ball played to feet. There's Trayson Riley. Another junior, second team All-Region. The foul there on Zhao. As he chops down John Barton.
Free kick to Cambridge.
One of the rare seniors.
Cambridge, they're not going to rush anything.
Nope, they'll try and open the space, spread you out a little bit, possess the ball. Rose will go all the way back. Sides.
That's a level of confidence that you trust your defenders to make those smart, quality passes.
Noah Cooper well in on that defensive stand, the first team All-Region player, the center back. Not afraid to venture up the pitch as well. Noah now coming back. And there's Christopher Spade, very well in. This is an amazing decision if you think about it. Late in that last match, double overtime, tied at 1 against Alpharetta. And Les Meenum, the coach, takes his superstar back and he puts him up front. He says, you know what, I want to win this thing right now. I don't want this to go to penalties. We're the better team. Put Christopher up there, the looping ball from Ryan Capper, and that left-footed half volley in that far side for the win. Not many coaches would make that decision. They'd play conservative. They'd say we're going to play as the flag goes up there for the offside. But he rolled the dice, and he brought Spade up for the win.
It'd be interesting to see if one of those scenarios presents themselves in this contest, which coach makes that I'm going to win it move.
Yeah. Future Air Force cadet for Christopher. He's a first-team All-Region defender for the third straight year this year. 4 years on the varsity. An amazing young man. Comes from a very good family. His dad, Tim, I've spoken to before. Appreciate some information from him as well as both of these coaches, Coach Wallace and Coach Meenan. Brandon Joseph, Justin Hanover. Little handball not called there, it looked like. Trying to tee it up on the left foot and just puts it wide. Again, Janowitz.
Mikey Janowitz. Very aggressive. Two great looks early.
Goal kick to Cambridge.
Not able to play to feet right there. That's intercepted. Ryan Capper's so talented. Now Janowitz.
Easy roller to the keeper, but again, just put it on goal. Make the keeper work.
I mentioned Capper there. Plays on Alpharetta Ambush along with Spade. So these guys know each other very well as they hooked up to get to this spot. Going the other way now, the Bears. Long shot as the defense was rotating over. And that's off of Spade for another corner.
Corner kick to Cambridge.
Good run by Jarvin Ramirez.
Ramirez, a Gordon College commit. Great story there. The first college attender, or attendee maybe is the proper word, in his family. So very well done for Ramirez.
Amazing what sport can do, create opportunities to better people's futures and change the course of the family.
Yeah, amazing. Very proud, I'm sure, our Harvey's family members. Cambridge forced all the way back as they try and reset this thing with Harrison Fields here now on this near side. Now Rosemore in the middle as they move some chess pieces around. You see the composure that they have on the ball. There's Ben Barfield, honorable mention All-Region. And they bring it back. Well done. Foul called there on Cooper.
Free kick to Cambridge.
Remember, you can watch this game forever. Purchase a DVD keepsake copy of today's event. Click on the blue Get the DVD button directly under your event in the video player. Or click on the Buy a DVD button on the top right-hand corner of the NFHS Network website. That's a good dummy going forward now with some speed. Left-footed shot. Luke Riley.
Great save by Nick Sides.
Or pardon me, Sammy Viata, the second team All-Region player. You can also download and own this video as well. Keep it forever. Little heavy touch. Now they go forward.
Numbers.
Well, that is Riley in there. There's Viata in the corner. First touch, plays it across.
Tried the low crossover to Luke Riley.
And here's potential trouble. The looping corner. Little left-footed outside of the foot.
A little bit of a knuckling effect to that. Nick Sides couldn't take any chances. Had to go out and defend that.
We will have a water break twice, midway marks of each half. As these temperatures soar, Ryan Capper now on it, number 10. Clever touch. Here comes Ryan.
Just not enough cohesion in getting that second runner.
Barton now.
Barton showed a nice second gear.
Well won by Viata. Going forward. Chattahoochee. Nothing called. Now the counter potential. 6 blue jerseys, though, are back. Everything contested here.
Good, strong plays on both sides.
And they're going to call a foul. Good fight from Noah Cooper. Chattahoochee with a normal warm-up today in the heat. Cambridge, meanwhile, at least they weren't on the field here warming up. They may have been on a side field, but we didn't really see them come in until about 15 or so minutes before the match.
Goal kick to Cambridge.
I mean, interesting to see if that plays to them not planning on making a lot of substitutions. So I don't want my guys out there running, training
Nico Restrepo
pre-game
for number 7.
just so their legs are fresher, they're less time in the heat for the actual contest.
Nico Restrepo, the junior midfielder, checks in. They continue to try and play this possession. Ethan Rose goes to feet, defended by Zhao.
But as you mentioned, there is a lot of area on this campus of McEachern High School, a lot of it in the shade, a lot of areas that they could have gone and
Right.
been in the shade, warming up
Sure.
and just make sure guys were fit and not have to be out.
And I believe they did. They came from behind the stadium, behind the scoreboard. So I think they were doing it on a practice field or somewhere over there. And a push called on Ben Barfield. Little set piece coming from about 40 or so yards out. And they'll move Spade all the way up. Glowing words from Coach Meenan, saying this team will go as far as Chris Spade will take it.
That's a lot to put on the senior defender.
He's been up to the challenge every step of the way. That back line moves up. They loft it in. Keeper comes out. Well read by Sides.
And good job of getting it out and trying to get something moving forward for Cambridge.
And again, Cambridge not afraid to play back. They want possession here. They'll go back, try and suck the defense in to then move forward. Not able to link up right on that exchange. Field's been tilted left to right, though. Chattahoochee's had the run of play for sure. as they'll bring in Ryan Rigsby, the junior forward.
Ryan Rigsby.
Sammy Viata, he'll check out.
Here places number 14, Sammy Viata.
Aaron Thoreau in for Cambridge. They did a nice job of defending.
Little 1-2 potential coming here. Flying down that right side, also on the left side.
Unmarked on this
John
near side.
Barton, well done, using that width here. Chattahoochee, though, recovered well. Cambridge trying to stay in possession. They cannot. Good run-up coming, looking for that space. That's Rigsby, who's fresh, and he gets taken down.
Pass was well intended, but
Yeah, execution not as good as the thought.
good slide tackle. Keep that in play.
Well in by Cooper.
And Cambridge in the most comfortable spot. That defensive half making
Looking
couple
long,
passes.
flag will go up.
Offside.
They tried to lull Chattahoochee a bit to sleep and then knock him with the long ball, but clearly offside.
Couple steps offside. Like the look.
It's a good idea, but Alan Gonzalez with that flag snuffed it out. So here's Spade. Just a bit short for Zhao. Lucky number 13, Reese Deegan.
Substitution
We'll
for
see.
team number 7, Jabber
Jabber Obeid.
replaces number 10, Harveen Ramirez.
Harveen Ramirez comes out. Wanting the foul there on Spade on the back.
Referee could have called one there with the contact in the back. Now Chattahoochee, when they get a chance, they go all out. They do a good job of ramping it up and doing a great job of quickly throttling back and making sure their guys get back.
Well done getting out of that pressure that time. Barfield on it.
And their forwards of Chattahoochee doing a good job of when they don't have the ball and when Cambridge defenders do have the ball of being in a good spot. They don't give them anything easy. They're making them make lateral passes. They're making them have to make tight passes, crisp passes.
Which they can do and they are doing. The Bears very
Yeah.
adept at those small spaces, able to still possess. Zhao with a little swing and a miss, able to recover, however. But then the errant pass, can't do that. Here's Barfield. Restrepo back to Barfield, they reset, here's Rose. Ethan looking for some help to come to. Little outside of the foot knock, now at midfield. Riley goes forward. We saw a couple of opportunities early on for Janowitz, but really that's been about it.
Yeah, just Mikey Janowitz has come out and taken a couple of shots near or on frame. But for
So stout. Both teams so stout in the back, it's going to be really hard to break them down.
in Cambridge, they've done great jobs with the short passes, especially in the defensive half. But in the attacking half, they're passing not as well as they would like to.
And Deegan with a good job getting in. Zhao enough to get a poke. Spade knocks it out of the 18. Good little run of play here from Cambridge. Fancy footwork from Restrepo, but he gets dispossessed. Oh, Rose with a clever move gets clipped. And referee Sabaro with a little talking to. See how they play this. They like to possess, but are they deep enough where they're going to take a crack at sending it long?
Only 4 guys forward. 5 walking up now for Cambridge.
So Ethan, low line drive, nothing doing there. Oh, and the turf monster just got him.
That 38-yard line
Yes.
just reached out and grabbed him.
Brad Capper.
Free kick, Cambridge.
Tackle credit to the hash mark. But that's what Chattahoochee's doing so well. Guys like Noah Cooper on that back line coming up.
We'll get a quick water break right here, 1958 to go in the first half. Chattahoochee looking to control the ball in a 4-2-3-1. And then they'll play that high press, which we've seen.
We will have a 1-minute water break.
1 minute water break. The keys, as Coach Meenan said, use those defensive mids to control the tempo of the match with Capper and Williams. So far, so good. The outside mids to attack and get the balls in the box. Janowitz and Field. So far, so good for Chattahoochee. It looks like they've had more of, I don't want to say possession, but the real estate has favored them.
No, and Chattahoochee's done a good job of maximizing the offensive possession and creating some looks. Not so much opportunities. Mikey Janowitz have put some on or near the frame, but Cambridge, they're really content of just passing the ball around in the defensive half, in the back third, and slowly, very methodically trying to
Yes.
move up and wait for a chance to develop in. If you're Chattahoochee, some of the great plays by Noah Cooper when the balls have come forward, you have to continue to be strong and smart in your challenges of those, because if you're not and it gets behind you, then Cambridge is ready to strike.
Brian Wallace told us that this program's more than just soccer. The coaching staff believes that more than winning, they need to do things the right way. Since the inception of this program, they've traveled to an urban high school campus where they've run a youth soccer camp. They've participated in a campus cleanup project there at said school, and they also donate to a food pantry, and they get gift cards to that program. So very well done, this Cambridge program.
It's the Cambridge culture.
Yes. Beautiful stadium there. I was there a couple of years ago. Just a great, great campus and stadium. Very new and fresh and clean and professional. Football team was quality when I was there for a game a couple of years ago. It's a great program in general. There's Luke Riley playing to his left. Janowitz now tries to get through, gets hacked down, and we will get a call right around that 19-yard line. So about 29 yards or so from goal.
Chattahoochee, an opportunity presents itself here. We'll see how aggressive they want to be.
We'll see Capper and Janowitz. In a match where you're not expecting many opportunities, the set pieces can be monstrous.
Couple of guys lingering short.
Defense at the 5, they're backing up. Well done defensively on their marks.
Goal kick to Cambridge.
When this team won a state championship recently, Ryan Muehlberger, Corey Field, both won it with their older brothers on the squad last year. What a great feeling that must be. Families doing it together. Heavy touch by Obeid. Regained possession, however. Ramirez back in. And Spade just knocks it out of harm's way.
And a great job by just getting to that ball.
The flag goes up, yes. Well done by the Chattahoochee back line.
Cambridge.
Pushing up enough and eliciting that offside. Here's Spade on the ball. Chris plays it simple, little 2v1 situation here, working on Obeid. And now they go long. Enough of pursuit from Rigsby to win a throw.
Chattahoochee's been very conservative with how they approach these scoring opportunities. So it'll be interesting to see as we get down past halfway in the first half if they try to dial it up just for a little bit, just to see if they could get a couple more bodies with next time they have something moving towards goal.
Lofted in, no problem at all for sides. That could have been trouble there with a little bit of a heavier touch. Fields now. Oh, and Fields.
Oh, and he just lowered his shoulder.
Yeah, that's not shoulder to shoulder. That's a bit more than that by Ryan Kemper.
That was a hip check.
Yes, it was.
Free kick to Cambridge.
No boards around, however. Now they look to play a little more direct. Knocked away from Obeid.
They'll start the process.
Riley lofts it up. Spade. Rigsby, can he save it? He cannot. Substitution apiece here. Omar Drift will come in for the boys in white. And we'll see Daniel Sunline.
Cambridge #1, Omar Drift, in for number 4, John Barton. And for Chattahoochee, number
I remember
20,
2 years
Daniel
doing the
Sunline.
7A championship
In for number 9, Brian
between Milton and Parkview, which coincidentally will be the Lady 7A this year. And it was a similar match to this. And at about this point, I said to myself, you know what? Nobody's scoring. We're going 0-0 to penalties. Nobody is going to get solved on their back line. It went to penalties. Parkview won back in 2016. And it's a similar feel here. It's going to take something fairly special, maybe a free kick, as both these back lines really are heads and shoulders ahead of what the offense, I think, can bring.
And I don't think we've seen the best necessarily from Cambridge offensively yet. It'd be interesting to see if they decide to ramp it up and at what point they do that. They're very comfortable not really trying to create or force opportunities, seeing what comes to them. But for Chattahoochee, I think if they want to dedicate a couple more bodies moving forward, they'll have a chance to create a legitimate opportunity.
And you see Ramirez down, time stopped. Now, with that said, it's nothing taking away from these offenses.
No,
They're both great.
Very good
Cambridge,
defensive
right,
team.
Cambridge scored 75 goals in 21 matches. You know, Chattahoochee right around 50 in 20 matches, so both extremely capable offensively. It's more of a testament to how good these back lines are and how trying to solve that puzzle will not be easy. With that said, of course, right now we could get a goal, and I wouldn't be shocked, but this has the feel, though, of it being a battle. As there's Spade battling. Staying onside. 1-on-3, though, however.
Some help coming.
Oh, that's a clever little back heel. And played across, and danger, almost the own goal. Rose.
Corner kick to Chattahoochee.
We reach 14 minutes to go here in the opening half.
John Barton was the defender that just got enough of it to knock it wide, but almost got enough of it to own goal it. But what a great pass to create that opportunity.
Harvin Ramirez came over to his coaches on the sideline. Not sure what he said, but the coach is now talking to the fourth official in Patrick Baker. So somehow Cambridge frustrated with something going on. That ball did get out. John Barton about to check back in. Deegan checks out. Still 0-0. Chattahoochee Cougars, Cambridge Bears. Brandon Joseph, Justin Hanover, appreciate you joining us here on the NFHS Network. Today's game also available for all subscribers via our mobile website. Log on to nfhsnetwork.com from your smartphone or tablet and view live games or replays from anywhere. Rose takes it quick. Cambridge not afraid to get depth and create from the back. Trying to really suck that defense in and then play from that position. Oh boy, didn't realize where he was.
I think he got confused on the lines on the field.
Yeah, Omar Drift, who just came in moments ago. And that can happen when you play on these football fields. You've got the yellow coach's box of sorts there. He must have thought was the line.
And then Drift commits the foul.
Yeah, not a great foul there. Corey Field taken down. Fairly dangerous position. Pretty good angle to make that run coming in now.
Chattahoochee sending a couple more bodies towards the goal.
Yep, they'll send Spade in there. Field taken down. He'll try and be the facilitator. Cambridge's back line. Trying to get organized. Low line drive, little bicycle kick coming. You saw that taking shape.
Chattahoochee can settle it down. They have a chance to cross
Rigsby
another.
Kyle Muehlberger, the sophomore. A corner upcoming as that ball goes into the bushes.
A lot of times you can allow the cross, but with the level of bodies that were already moving towards the goal from that free kick opportunity.
Here comes the in-swinging corner.
And that's going to have to be a card.
Good job, yeah, good job by Sides to play that quick.
And denial of a counter opportunity will earn him a card. Jared Williams.
So the defensive midfielder checks out. Sammy Viata, I believe, will come in.
He's replaced by number 14, Sammy Viata.
It's very rare in the high school game, even on the highest level, to have a team play so much possession the way Cambridge does. You see so many teams that cannot do this nearly as well, and just they're forced to play direct. You'll see that in the 7A men's matchup with the Lambert team, that extremely direct. They get that ball and they just whack it forward. Now, they could beat Cambridge. Lambert's really good, but the style is in complete contrast to what we're seeing here. Reese Deegan back in.
This is a clinic almost of what Cambridge likes to do.
Yeah, very professional feel to it. That time they just whack it out of there, but very rare. Under 9 minutes to go, opening half, 0-0, not much doing at all offensively. Again, these teams played back on April the 17th. Christopher Spade with a goal, 3-1 Cambridge won. That was the lone Chattahoochee goal. And that win, as that ball's played in, and a left-footed chance is going to sail wide. A lot of energy being shown by Ryan Rigsby here as he came in as a sub, doing some good stuff.
Good job of dragging the foot, creating the separation, and turning. And once that window was open, fired it across the face of the keeper, but no back post support.
Chattahoochee denied their 4th straight region championship with that 3-1 defeat. Again, 33 of 34 wins in the regular season the last 4 years. Unbelievably gaudy numbers. Chattahoochee was ranked number 1 in the nation a few years back. That's how good they are. And you may ask, what is Cambridge's lone loss this year? Oh, and Spade sort of gets beat.
Good deke.
Very rare to see that happen.
Great job of feigning the play and then trying to get the corner on Christopher Spade.
The Bears fell to Alpharetta on March 16th in penalty 6-5. They had a red card, though, which contributed to that loss as they had the lead. They lost it late and then fell in penalties. 3-3 draw, 6-5. Corner kick, played out, headed out. Good read by Muehlberger. (7A) classification coming up next. First with the women, Milton and Parkview. And then we'll see Lambert and a rival of theirs in South Forsyth in the nightcap.
Yeah, how about the matchups today? A lot of rivalry games.
And a dangerous situation there. Very well possessed by Reese Deegan. Good job by the keeper and Trujillo to come out and cut it off. High school sports fans, never miss another game. Become a subscriber to the NFHS Network. Watch live event coverage, game replays, and highlights from high school sporting events from across the country. Millions of athletes, thousands of games, one destination, NFHSnetwork.com. We are high school. Rose is just going to go direct on that exchange. Spade calling for his keeper to come out, and he's out of that box. And we are going to have a free kick right outside the 18.
Miscommunication between Spade and the keeper. Spade was calling him out. I don't think the keeper saw Spade signaling for him to come out, as Spade just took a shielding position. By the time the keeper came out,
I think that's Christopher's ball, though. Yeah. He's got to just head that back to him. That created a little confusion. And now a golden opportunity with this set piece. This is literally as close to the 18 as it could ever be. Trujillo trying to set the wall, and it's a 6-man wall, I believe. 5 men at least.
It is a retaining wall.
Yeah. And the spray from the official, you got to love the shaving cream coming out, circling the ball, setting the line. And here we go. Ramirez. Harvin Ramirez.
Ramirez did a great job of getting it over the wall.
Beat the keeper, that's for sure. Keeper didn't even react. Looked good from up here. Just wide, however.
Put it in the golden spot, but just wide.
Cougars really dodge one there as they go forward. Janowitz, or Field, I should say.
And these wingers, Janowitz and Field, when they see net and there's nobody around them, they'll fire.
Why not? Give it a go as we narrow in on 4 minutes to go in the first half. Two high-quality heavyweights just doing battle as Deegan chases Spade. That's a good build-up to midfield. Some numbers in blue. Overlap coming on the left.
Good run. Nice cutback. Leave it behind if he wants. Nice quick touch.
Very good buildup. Viata out to his left.
See if he can get the cross.
1v1. Earns the corner. That's 100 yards of possession down the pitch right there.
And that's
Actually, it's 120 yards of possession, I should say.
and it started when Spade played the ball back
Yeah.
to the keeper and directed the keeper on how to reset, and they did 4, 5, 6 good passes.
Spade entering the box on the 18. Low line drive. Tried to catch the keeper out a bit, and again, same situation as before. They look to break.
And that will get called back.
Yep. Some officials will let that go. Not this time, though, on Sonline. He definitely did put his body in there as a little shield. And Kadeem Sabar is going to say, nope, not getting away with that one.
Free kick, Cambridge.
And it's almost as if the player gets there and establishes the position, he can use his body. You can't be moving and then throw the body out.
Yeah. So
create
2.5
that
to
contact.
go. 0-0. They play simple. Little 2v1 situation here. Here's Ethan. Oh, very well built.
Good job of exploiting the defender.
Jack Tyndall goes over to the right. Honorable mention all region, a junior.
Flipping the field back to the near side.
Here's Rose. Ethan up top. Good ball, puts the defender on his heels. And Cooper just forced to give away a throw with under 2 to go in the opening half.
Good throw.
Shot. Oh,
That was a great throw and a great job of Riley.
Riley would have liked to put a little bit more behind that, though. Everything worked except not enough power, a little too much of the inside of the foot.
And Riley signaled as he was going to make that run on where he wanted the ball.
Just very smart. A lot of them club players learning it for years, how to make those runs and communicate. The bulk of the dangerous real estate, though, still with the Cougars. Cambridge has done a little bit better of late. They have possessed it a little more. But some more danger, I'd say, on Chattahoochee's end all in all.
And Chattahoochee had shown that they like and can create from that back line moving forward.
Spade, left-footed line drive, just knocked out of there. Final 38 seconds. Long ball, some blue bodies in there. Bit too long, however.
If you're Cambridge, why not see if you can snooker one before half?
Spade plays simple. Capper dispossessed. We go the other way with numbers. Here's a late chance. And Spade with a lot of speed. Good job by Christopher. And that should just about do it in the final 7 seconds to go. 3 seconds to go. They've got to just shoot. So a well-played first half. An opportunity or two apiece. But when all is said and done, 1-0 going to the break.
No, and this has been a very even contest. Both teams have shown some moments of light, and Cambridge had a great opportunity from a free kick and just missed a goal-scoring opportunity, but Chattahoochee stringing together those passes from the back line all the way up, and some things that they will like to be able to build on here at the half.
So we'll take the break with him. 10 minutes in all. 0-0. Chattahoochee and Cambridge, the 6A title on the line on the NFHS Network.
Olive Garden delivers the final moments. Bring home Italian favorites and they'll cheer for you on game day. Olive Garden is the official dining room of high school sports, and with the new catering delivery service, you never have to miss a moment. This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
This is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
The Georgia High School Association develops and promotes opportunities for personal growth through interscholastic athletics and fine arts. The GHSA would like to salute its outstanding corporate partners: Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, Gatorade, Regions Bank, Georgia Army National Guard, Wilson, Georgia's Electric Membership Corporations, Sports Medicine South, Mizuno, U.S. Army, Technical College System of Georgia, and Select, the official soccer ball of the GHSA. Fans, get your official GHSA Soccer State Championship t-shirt at the Team IP merchandise stand. Today's game is being video streamed live on the NFHS Network, produced by Play On Sports. NFHS Network, high school happens here. Join the conversation on GHSA social media at official GHSA on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. That's at official GHSA.
Medicine at Shoals Healthcare of Atlanta has been around since 1999-2000. And when the program started, we had one high school that we covered. We had 2 physical therapy gyms, 3 physical therapists, and 1 athletic trainer that covered that one high school. Over the past 16 to 17 years, we have grown to where also cover 32 schools in the Metro Atlanta area. What that means is we hire the athletic trainers that go out to the school, and it is their full-time job to look after the student athletes at the schools. They do parent education, coaches education. Most of them have student athletic training workshops, so they have the student trainers that help them out on the sidelines on Friday night, and they're there to provide medical coverage for these young athletes, both high school and below, during their sporting activities. They're there full-time. They do training and evaluations of the kids after school. They interact with the teachers as well as the coaches for injury reports, injury status, as well as who's going to be limited in practice and who's going to go. They interact closely with the sports medicine physicians. Children's Healthcare Sports Medicine has 5 primary care sports medicine physicians that work hand in hand with the athletic trainers evaluating kids when need to be seen. We also have children's or pediatric sports medicine surgeons that also work hand in hand with the primary care doctors, as well as urgent care centers and pediatric emergency room visits that are open 24/7, always available if needed by a young athlete.
Moments away from second half action, 0-0. Chattahoochee and Cambridge. Appreciate you joining us on the NFHS Network. Brandon Joseph, Justin Hanover with you. And really a high-quality first half. Not a ton of opportunities. But, Brandon, this soccer today is high-level 6A, not 7A, but this 6A team, this level is phenomenal.
These are teenagers playing soccer at a level, and it is very reminiscent of some top professional leagues. The methodical nature that both teams are going about this, and they're just playing so well. Just backline passing from Cambridge, the stringing together a great run from 120 yards from Chattahoochee. This is a clinic being put on.
Yeah, very professional feel. You don't see that in high school soccer a lot. What Cambridge can build together, and the poise and the confidence in the back with Ethan Rose and those guys. And all in all, Chattahoochee's probably have had the better run of play. Probably more of the attacking side, but let's see with this 90-degree heat if the Cambridge possession can maybe wear down the Cougars in the end. Good win from Muehlberger. Janowitz.
Just like the start of the contest, Janowitz. Ball finds his foot, and he's putting it near or on the frame.
It's really been about 3 opportunities for the most part, and they've all come from Mikey as Spade heads that out.
It is.
That's a great tackle. And look at the foul.
That is not a great tackle.
A little bit clumsy by Reese, but you know what? He did his job right there. Getting up a little bit slowly.
And Deegan looked like he turned his ankle a little bit.
He'll have to come out, at least for a play. Hopefully nothing too serious as the trainer looks at it.
Hope he rolled it.
Once again, this is the second match today. We'll get the 7A going at 5 o'clock with the ladies, Milton and Parkview. Eagles and Panthers do battle. And then the finale, Lambert and South Forsyth. Certainly looking forward to the highest level with those squads.
Substitution for Cambridge, number 7, Jabra Obeid in for number 13, Reese.
Obeid has just checked in. Little dispossession there, very well done. Head of steam on this left side now. Difficult to solve either back line. The Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is the official awards presenter of the GHSA. Agents and offices in every county and every corner of Georgia. Whatever you need to protect your family and home, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance has you covered. Money spent with Georgia Farm Bureau stays right here in Georgia, helping us support local high school sports teams and other academic programs across the state. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, always the home team. Very well poked away. Aggressive defense coming in and doing a really nice job as Cambridge looks to counter. Ramirez. Harveen weaving his way towards the middle, keeps possession, lays it over to Rose. Ethan venturing forward a bit.
Couple of good passes. Good 50-50 challenge, and a great no call by the referee.
Oh, well headed back. Again, the defense is just so solid. They do get the corner, however. Here's a chance. The captain, Ethan Rose, cuts it back to his right. And then the captain the other way, and Spade knocks it out of harm's way.
Barton with a great job of slicing in. Ethan Rose also. Those two guys did very good in the attacking.
Marapudi holding his arm. Sid Marapudi looks all right as he's about to throw this one in.
Turning cross.
And that ball was out, I think, first. Yeah, well called.
Good job by Christopher Spade to not give any distance, not give any space, allowing OB to turn and cross.
Now, if you're Cambridge, though, I think you like pulling Spade out of that middle spot. Maybe make them feel a little uncomfortable. Pull Spade out to a corner, then knock it in the middle.
Yeah, Spade is almost a free safety back there. defensively in the middle, directing everybody else, directing his keeper. And when you pull him to the side, that creates a big void, not just in terms of a missing body, but that leadership in the middle of the defensive area.
Janowitz plays forward, well in. They double right here on this near side on Viata. Sammy, though. Well done. Not enough quality, though, on the pass. Barton puts it down well. Looking for the handball was Ramirez. Little 1-2.
That's a great tackle.
Yes, it was.
Textbook tackle. Kept the studs down. All ball.
That's Isaac is the. Oh, that's well done. Stayed on by that touch. And a corner upcoming for the Cougars. You just see, though, once again, how stout these defenses are. You can look good like you have a little gap, but they just come in with these hard tackles.
They're always finding that extra gear.
Corey Field with that outswing to come as some more bodies come in. Spade, however, staying back on this corner. Getting a little bit of a breather all the way deep. Head ball. Oh, and what an opportunity. He actually misheaded it as the marking went awry.
Janowitz with a great heading opportunity, just unable to get it to go the direction he wanted it to go. As you're right, almost a systematic failure from Cambridge.
Yeah. No, the marking was not on point right there, and Janowitz not on point to make him pay.
Almost 2 or 3 guys came unmarked.
Certainly would like to have that one again as Jared Williams wins that ball. Now a little threat down the middle. In the end, though, a bit too much by Viata. He's gotten a little dribble happy.
Yeah, Viata and Luke Riley. You would love to see them when Riley came behind Viata create a little bit more space, give Viata an outlet option.
Obeid plays it back, keeps possession for the Bears. In the middle, Riley's done a nice job. Here's Harveen. Defended well by Cooper.
Now Cambridge going back to what they do. Play it off that back line. Some cloud cover actually coming in.
It's a blessing to these guys if they can get some.
These are the money clouds. It may only lighten the temperature up by 4 or 5 degrees for a couple of minutes.
That's a good ball. Here's the breakout in the box. Spade coming over, a little wheeling Durish, not able to turn.
What you wanted to see was him to leave that back to that trailing attacker.
The
Great
old dummy. Viata. 1v1. He's going to go to his left. Sammy Viata wanting the foul. Nothing doing, though. Well defended by Rose.
And a good job of Rose. Communication with his keeper.
Match opening up a bit here.
We're starting to see both these teams play with a little more tempo, play it a little more up and down.
You're watching live coverage of the GHSA Soccer Championships on the NFHS Network, nfhsnetwork.com/GHSA, your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Georgia High School Championship action. See Nico Restrepo. Chattahoochee looking to close that down, and they just did it very well on that far side.
Good job at creating a possession.
Again, very cool, calm, and collected in the back of the Bears. Even the goalkeeper and sides just plays well with his feet.
It's the third time Chattahoochee's done that.
Yeah.
Somebody come up and just step in
Yep.
front of a pass and create.
Yeah, it's not working very well for Cambridge, trying to get that ball forward to feet. Here's Zhao on that far side as they look to play a little possession. Snuffed out well by Harrison Fields. He knew Luke Riley was looking to make that run, breathing down his back. Viata. And they're going to call that corner. Doesn't have to bounce. Ball just has to go out, even in the air.
Viata has done a great job in these first 10 minutes of the second half.
Now they will send Chris Spade up on this corner. He's on this near side on the 18. I believe Riley will be man marking him. Near post will be Ben Barfield. Little dummy potential again, not happening.
Muehlberger did a great job of not allowing the counter.
And again, they just step up. They're not checking hard enough to the ball, the Bears. That's a great tackle, though.
Chattahoochee's done a good job of walking things up. They gave Cambridge a lot of space on that back line in the first half to make those passes. And now they're not going to give them any space. They're going to force them to make those passes in the midfield. And Chattahoochee's midfield is doing a great job of just walking up and just taking the pass away before it even gets close to the intended target.
Yeah. They're trying to play their target striker to his feet, and the Chattahoochee back line just continues to recognize and win the balls as Reese Deegan replaces Omar Drift. There's a little defensive mistake, giving too much room, but when you have Christopher Spade, he can make up for it, but they do call a corner in the end.
Yeah, off of that throw, and it was a poor job of defensive positioning.
Can't let that happen. You've got to be goal side, not letting him get past you. Little things like that could be huge in the grand scheme, leading to the set piece.
In that scenario, you almost want to see, if you're the defender, jockey for the position. Make the referee come over and set you guys.
Over the keeper's head. Triple team now. You know the technical ability of Viata, but that's a bit much there, but he does win a throw. Sammy not even looking at the ball, however, on that throw-in. Cardinal sin, always look at the ball. Janowitz, Viata. Oh, that's placed in a good position, but Zhao lets it run.
John Barton was almost shocked it came all the way through, so he wasn't exactly running. He got caught flat foot by the time it came close to him, so he was not able to get going and get on the end of that. Not strong enough to get it back.
But again,
to that line.
High quality soccer right there. It's just these defenders are so good and the midfielders in rallying back that they're just a tough nut to crack on both ends. Big
Yeah,
house.
that not strong enough to get it there. That play works against almost every other team.
Absolutely. Both teams recognize, though, exactly what's going to happen.
We're talking inches and centimeters about positioning and gaining an advantage.
Viata.
Good job of taking that one away, but unable to get on the end of that one. If Cambridge, they're starting to look for a little bit longer passes. They can get on the end of one. They have a great chance to create.
They do. Good defending there by Muehlberger. Had some runners going, and Kyle sort of cut it down at the pass. If he delays there and that ball's going over the top, runners could be in.
It's been really good to the second half to watch teams add elements to what they were building on in the first half. It's been a construct of sorts.
Foul there on Ramirez as he sort of had a little high boot, stepping down. Well in, Tyndall.
Nice job.
Middle wide open if somebody wants to go to a runner, and they do, but well read by Zhao to get over. Under 26 to go, still 0-0. Cougars and Bears. Brandon Joseph, Justin Hanover, appreciate you joining us on the NFHS Network. If you want to purchase a DVD keepsake copy of today's event, click on the blue Get the DVD button directly under your event in the video player, or click on the Buy a DVD button on the top right-hand corner of the NFHS Network website. You can also download to own. That's available today as well. So keep this forever, as you saw that little back heel from Ramirez, but he ran out of real estate. We've had 3 matches already here. We'll have 2 more after this one. Westminster with the sweep yesterday. Congratulations to both of the Wildcat programs, and Alpharetta with a 3-2 win over Glenn Academy in match 1 here on this championship Saturday. Here's Capper. A little bit of a run now. Ryan Capper, but well defended. Now we go the other way. Trayson Riley over the top.
Good find.
Looking to get around Zhao. Not easy to do.
Good job of turning.
Ramirez.
Cambridge, you wanted one more to come down. They were one man missing.
Oh, we've got an injury there. I'm not sure if he ran into the fence or it's a cramp, but right outside the field, a Bear player is down.
I don't know if he was trying to avoid running into the fence and almost just jammed himself up a little bit, trying to stop.
Now, here's interesting, though. Well, they will let a substitute come on. Okay. So Jabber Obeid will check in.
Number 7, Jabber Obeid for number 4, John Barton.
And it's almost both. He cramped up trying to avoid running into the fence. So he's sliding over just to get stretched out.
Ryan Rigsby had some quality reserve minutes in that first half. Dispossessed right there. Jared Williams. Riley. They go the other way now. Everything, though, has been sort of in the midfield. Even the dispossessions, everything's been sort of between the 20s. Nothing much doing that much going towards goal. Williams, clever ball through. 1v1 situation on this near side. Shot!
Good look attempt.
How good, though, is Nick Sides? That ball was maybe a foot wide, but he knew it was a foot wide, and he sort of pulled his paw back in to avoid a corner potential. He sized up every inch of the goal.
And that is absolute awareness.
Yeah.
Knowing where you are, the angle, where the ball is coming from.
Most keepers would just almost panic and err on the side of caution and just knock
Play
it away.
it just to be safe.
Yeah.
Onside, if you can get to the end of it.
And a corner upcoming. So we've had sort of end-to-end action back and forth. Again, nothing too much in the danger area in the box, but both of these teams certainly trying to solve that puzzle in the back lines. So we narrow in on the midway mark in the second and final water break upcoming. Ethan Rose with that in-swinging left foot. Future Gamecock puts the arm up, strikes it low. I think everybody's keened in on that dummy, which is happening pretty much all the time.
Good job of quickly resetting. Ball took a little bit of a higher hop than
Spade heads it up. Oh, that's got to be a foul, yeah. Why not by Obeid? Risk versus reward situation.
Hopefully you get away with it.
Right, if you get away with it, you're in great shape. If you don't, it's this. Give a little hip check. Hope the ref lets it go. Smart play.
Time to see Chattahoochee walk it up a little bit more, start moving a little bit more guys forward. Almost like they're getting the sense that, hey, we can try to take a shot here right before the water break, then really settle down.
Rigsby. You know, I think it's at the point where both teams are what they are. I don't think we're going to see many changes or many adjustments. I think these teams just need to think they're the fittest, best team to grind it out and win a title.
Yeah, and if you're Chattahoochee, hey, we can string together some of these passes and try to create, which we've had, and Cambridge has done that this second half. They've done a really good job of still maintaining their idea of staying strong on that back line, but also showing a little bit more and moving everything forward towards the midfield.
We'll have our water break here with 19:52 to go, still 0-0. Cambridge looks for their first title ever. Again, just their 6th year as a program, 6 years removed from a 1-15 season. Unbelievable what Brian Wilson has done, the Region 7 Coach of the Year. Chattahoochee won in 2011 and 2017. They opened the season with 2 draws this year, at Walton and at Parkview. So a couple of big-time 7A programs.
And that's, you play very good higher classification challenges, and that helps you build your team.
Their losses this year to Cambridge, obviously, well chronicled. Westminster, a team that just won the 3A title, and Duluth. And Cambridge, as we mentioned, fell after a red card against a pretty good Alpharetta team. I watched Alpharetta play this year at Campbell. Solid squad. The level of talent in the state. The Alpharettas and the Popes and the Chattahoochees and Cambridge, all in that region. And the Waltons and Lassiters and Sprayberries and Campbells. 6A and 7A, a ton of talent.
3 and 4 in regions are still amongst the best in state.
Yeah. That's when you know you're in a pretty good region as they play quick here to Spade. Left foot, switches it all the way across. Picture perfect. Not able to come down with it, however. That's a good ball to feet. But again, that defense just rock solid. Ken Kubadera, freshman, who may not ordinarily play, but with this heat, you may go a man or two deeper than normal. Williams has done well in the midfield. Here's Jared looking to go with some speed. Good job by Maraputi. A lot of room now.
Good job by Merberger. Get in the way. Good play to get around. Could not hold it in.
I think he may be inbounds in Macon, but we're at McEachern. $18.5 remaining.
Chattahoochee substitution, number 20, David Sondline.
Daniel Sondline back in.
In for number 22, Jared
Good work from Jared Williams. He'll get a blow and maybe come in for the last 13 or 14 to try and close this thing out with a goal. Shot from distance blocked. And that substitution maybe hurt them, yeah. If they played quick, Spade may have been caught. Instead, they're going to honor Omar Drift coming in, and that slows this down.
Omar Drift in for number 7, Jabber Obi.
Jabber Obi will check out. Marapudi with the throw. Hiding under the canopies there. Rigsby in space, working on Rose. Defenders backtracking to help out Ethan.
You can play it back.
And he does have that support. Just tries to put it in the mixer. Trying to get around Zhao. How good has he been? Or that Brian Zhao. Sophomore's been a rock. Not accepting that call is Reese Deegan.
Free kick, Chattahoochee.
Chattahoochee has a chance to maybe use some of the space. They don't have to send it all the way in. They got a couple of guys short.
You know what? I think it's come to the point where you just bang it in and hope you get a lucky bounce. This may be the only way a team will score. Just pound it in, ball bounces your way, and you knock it in. Because off the run of play, it's difficult.
It's almost in the normal course of this contest. It's going to take a terrible mistake, and neither one of these teams have shown that they are mistake prone.
A mistake or a set piece? Trujillo to midfield. And here comes a dangerous set piece just outside the box. Or no, it's not.
Chattahoochee can counter. Great job of closing out space from the Cambridge midfielder. Has been Barfield.
Not enough quality on that ball. Looking long for Kubadera.
I mean, if he would have connected
with
that.
Yeah. Riley plays it wide. Back to Luke.
One touch.
Free kick to Cambridge.
Marapudi with a little step over. It works well, but looking for Drift, not able to connect. We'll see Viata come back in. Janowitz as well momentarily.
The two guys who have been big creators for Chattahoochee.
Yeah, if they're going to go forward, and you would think it would be one of those two guys.
And great to put them in right here.
That could be a mistake. Little 2v2 situation. Coming down on Spade, and
He just could not get the handle.
And it's not an accident that coming down on Spade, you sort of lose a little of your concentration. You're trying to do a little bit too much, knowing how good of a defender he is.
You're trying to set yourself up for your best move.
Right. That's a pretty move.
Great job of staying with it. Continuing the battle.
Restrepo.
So many times players lose possession there and they just commit a foul out of frustration. Ramirez hesitated, got the ball taken away.
Viata. Just so good coming back, and then Tyndall knocks it the other way as we get down to a dozen minutes remaining. Still 0-0 in a midfield battle, as that's a handball. They can play quick to Riley, and yes, they do. Here's Luke. Heavy touch just cost him. It's coming down to that time where if you can get your one goal, you feel real good about your chances with your defense. Jared Williams back in. Got a quick blow. Looking to control that defensive midfield spot. Barton back in. Sondline is out. Reese Deegan is out.
Cambridge substitution number 4, John Barton, in for number 13, Reese Deegan.
Hard contact on that tackle.
And the Chattahoochee faithful are not happy about that whistle.
Or lack of a whistle. It's that time, the temperature, the heat, every tackle when you go smashing to the ground, it's that much harder to get back up.
Minutes left to go. I'm finally willing to agree with you that this game has that feel of 0-0 heading to PKs.
Yep, it's had it for a while. We'll see. Tried to be a little too fancy there. Maybe a counter. Spade knocks it away. Chattahoochee regains possession with Williams. A lot of white jerseys, though, are back. Jared forced to retreat. Plays it forward after that. They look through. Here's a chance. Keeper stays in. Oh, and just again.
Amazing job.
Yeah. Very well done by Side. Just not enough quality in getting that ball out a little further to the 6. Now we go the other way. There's a chance if they go through up top. Just
little
waited.
Bit late.
Yep, waited a bit long. The angle was
pocket pick.
Created and gone away. Viata. Muehlberger, they'll reset. A lot of room here in the middle. for Williams.
A lot of space. They advance it up ahead. He finds some of it.
Looking to play around Fields. Viada! Viada!
Oh, my!
A special moment. Sammy Viada. He's been dangerous throughout the match, and it came to fruition. The captain, Ethan Rose, running over to the bench, giving instructions. But Sammy Viada with 8:19 to go, the hero right now.
And we talked about it earlier. Sammy Viada, the second half, him, Mikey Janowitz, those two guys. And right when they came back into the contest, it was the offensive substitution. It was, hey, if we're going to get a goal, it's going to be one of these two guys creating. Viada will take the yellow card for the removal of his jersey.
You know what, though? You say that and you laugh, but that's not something you want to do. There's 8 minutes to go in a state championship game. Now he's got to come out. Ryan Rigsby in. Hugs to Viada, however. Still 8:19 to go, and it looks like Ethan Rose will move up the pitch as Cambridge will be a little desperate right now to equalize. So there is Ethan.
Cambridge needs to be very careful here not to allow one to turn to two. With guys coming forward, guys being reckless and leaving their lanes and their assignments.
And Rigsby just all over him. The Cougars with the 1-0 lead. Sammy Viada strikes lightning in a bottle. That volley off his chest. Now Ryan Capper weaving his way, plays it to the right. A lot of confidence now by the Cougars. Ethan Rose now up to the striker position for Cambridge. Spade and Rose will be doing some battle there in the final 7 minutes potentially. Good chip as Chattahoochee continues to venture forward. Left-footed shot over the bar.
Chattahoochee coming alive.
It took a special moment for somebody to break this deadlock.
Cambridge substitution number 17, Nico Restrepo.
Reese Deegan, Nico Restrepo back in.
Chattahoochee substitution number 11, Corey Field.
Corey Field.
And Cambridge substitution number 1, Omar Drippin, for number 9, Sid Mirapudi.
After your Cambridge, you're going to need to have a possession in the midfield.
Yeah, it's been all Chattahoochee here.
Need to settle down and maintain possession. Not what they want to do. And the best part about what Chattahoochee's been able to do, they have not even thought about bringing their 4 guys who are on that back line up any further than they need to
Rose
be.
is off. They're going to have to put the flag up. We approach 5.5 to go. Sammy Viada. Great tackle. And that's got to be a yellow card right there. Yeah, you cannot do that. Kyle Muehlberger. Not giving him the yellow card. Here is Rose. Cambridge will certainly be a little bit more direct right now in this spot.
Chattahoochee not really dialing anything back there. They see opportunities to get the ball and attack. They're trying to continue and keep that up.
Viata, the goal scorer, will check back in here with 4:45 to go. Surprised that they're taking Zhao out. I can only assume he's out of gas because he's been so good in that right back position. Where Viata now will go back there. Viata more of an attacking player. Listed as a defender, but Sammy's been venturing forward. Now back, I guess, back to his natural position.
Yeah, he's roaming a little bit high.
You don't need that now as Rose gets ushered out of bounds by Spade. Under 4 minutes to go. Chattahoochee has worked very hard in this one.
Chattahoochee's going back to 4 on the back line. Really 3 making a home.
Ooh, if they could have won that header. Rose is behind the defenders, but onside.
And now they're getting caught with too many people moving forward. Cambridge is.
Great hustle from Ben Barfield. Big time play by Ben. And they'll pull that back. Cambridge with a free kick as we approach 3 minutes to go.
Free kick, Cambridge.
Immediately 5 Chattahoochee Cougars turn and run back.
Barfield gives that one away, and Rigsby trying to run through. Finally, they established some possession. Rose was off, but it didn't go to Ethan. Here's a chance in the box. Wow. Good opportunity.
Good opportunity by the wayside. I don't know if that was a miss hit or he
didn't
get
want
the ball to settle.
Yeah, he didn't want a first time, and he wouldn't get power, so it was a good closeout in the end and just an errant touch. Here's Rigsby's going to take it to the corner with under 2.5 to go. He's worked hard today, has Ryan. Gets doubled.
Field did a great job just making Cambridge work a little bit harder. And Morbarger.
Man down for Chattahoochee. He's going to have to sub out. Looks like Janowitz. Luke Riley, the freshman, will come on for the final minute, 59.
Number 15, Luke Riley, in for number 12, Mikey Janowitz.
Referee really quick to stop the clock, make sure it's fair.
Max Chiofalo, another freshman coming on.
Correction for 23, Ryan Rigsby.
We'll get Sunline. So fresher legs coming in for this final 2 minutes.
I like the change of going fresh. I don't mind that it's a freshman, especially in the forward position, because really what you want your forwards to do now, if they can get to the ball, run it to the corner, park it by the corner. So I want the fresh legs guys who can have that extra burst.
Line drive, Spade with a little push in there, not called. Lofted in.
Little too strong over the crossbar, and such a difficult shot to try to be accurate with enough power behind it.
As they will continue to melt this clock, we approach 1.5 minutes to go. Chattahoochee will be playing some kickball. Just get it out of there. A little backspin could keep this in possibly. No.
Good job of using the referee as a shield and going through his legs.
Whatever it takes. Final minute to go. The Chattahoochee Cougars 60 seconds from another state championship, as they'll just play this all the way across. The quick punt, they've got to send numbers, 40 seconds. He's onside. Flag stays down, and the keeper comes out. Not played, unlucky back, and the equalizer. Oh, baby! A mistake in the back, unlucky off the heel, and an amazing strike with 28 seconds to go.
Holy smokes. My, oh my, oh my.
The keeper probably could have played that, milked some clock, punt it, and it's over. Instead, they tried to play it out of the back. It hits off a defender, ricochets, and the left-footed shot, oh boy. How do you recover from this? It's almost just if we get some extra time. The Cambridge Bears 28 seconds away from falling short. Ryan Walker, a defender, credited with that goal. What an unbelievable strike, and now they have enough time. 2v1 on this left side. Spade forced out. And here's Viata, the goal scorer, possessing 5 seconds to go. And for the second time in as many days, we will have some extra time. Momentum squarely with the Cambridge Bears.
They ripped a chance from the jowls of defeat. If you're Chattahoochee, this break is just about refocusing.
They're going to take 5 minutes. We'll take a little bit with them. 1-1, Chattahoochee and Cambridge, 5 minutes away from a pair of 5-minute sessions as these guys recover from the sheer exhaustion. You're watching this on the NFHS Network.
You know, the Greek philosopher Aristotle said, you are what you repeatedly do. But in our book, we say you are what you repeatedly do when things get hard. When you look at the naysayers and the haters, and there's a million of them, but you take it upon yourself to erase all doubt. Get that doubt out of here. So my apologies to Aristotle, but excellence doesn't become a habit by running the same path over and over. The excellent ones just step up to the line and ask, what's the record? Under Armour, get your feet straight.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Olive Garden delivers the final moments. Bring home Italian favorites and they'll cheer for you on game day. Olive Garden is the official dining room of high school sports, and with the new catering delivery service, you never have to miss a moment. This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports. With menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to-go and catering options, it's the perfect restaurant for your post-game dining. To find your nearest location or to order your meal online, visit olivegarden.com.
Cambridge and Chattahoochee 1-1. An amazing turnabout with 28 seconds to go on just some bad luck for Chattahoochee trying to clear the ball. Hits off one of their players, ricochets, and a left-footed finish.
And
momentum with the Bears.
And Chattahoochee hyping themselves up. They have to get refocused here. 2 5-minute overtime sessions. They go by quick, but if you're not ready, if you're not of the right mindset, as quickly as they go by, as quickly as you can concede a goal.
Not golden goal, of course. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, official awards presenter of the GHSA, agents and offices in every county and every corner of Georgia. Whatever you need to protect your family and home, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance has you covered. Money spent with Georgia Farm Bureau stays right here in Georgia, helping us support local high school sports teams and other academic programs across the state. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, always the home team. Very interesting, Chattahoochee in blue with the ball. Christopher Spade looks like they are going to send him forward once again, Coach Les Meanham. He did this in overtime in the semifinal win against Alpharetta. Ryan Capra assisted Spade with that half volley with the left foot. And now they're moving him forward once again.
So we saw the change after Chattahoochee scored of Ethan Rose moving forward for Cambridge. It now seems that Rose will go back to his defensive position, and now Spade moves up to be an attacker for Chattahoochee.
So they're covering each other at literally different ends. Very interesting how athletic and versatile both of those young men are. That's a good move by Harveen. And he chops it back. Little Cruyff style. Plays it across.
Oh!
2 white jerseys in there. You see the confidence and boost of energy that goal has given these Bears.
Cambridge has just found the NOS button in that under 30-second goal to equalize.
Here comes Spade coming back. Flicks it brilliantly. Give Les Meanham credit. He could play for penalties knowing the momentum's against them, but instead he's just going for it. He's going for the win right here. Deegan. Ooh, a little bit too much. Ben Barfield's played a whale of a game. Some phenomenal defending. Look at Ben again, win that possession. Ben Barfield, how good has he been? The junior midfielder.
And a little bit of the mindset for Chattahoochee. You were less than 30 seconds away from being state champion, and you lost that. That doesn't mean you lost the contest, but you lost that in that moment. If you end up winning this in overtimes or penalty kicks, it's an afterthought. But you have to go of that mindset of, we lost an opportunity, almost a surefire championship. Now we have to go back and win it. That's why he moved Spade up to be an attacker. He wants to re-win the championship.
Here's Rose. No Spade head in the back. A chance. Just wide.
And that's where you miss Christopher Spade being the centerpiece of the defensive line.
They did not even move him back for that either. They're saying, you know what, we're throwing caution to the wind. We're trying to win. Substitution here as Max Chiofalo comes in. Brian Zhao. .220 remaining. First overtime session, no golden goal. Clever footwork. How fresh does he look right now? Harveen Ramirez, like it's minute 1.
Going back to what he was doing in minute 1.
He's pressured Marapudi well there.
These 5 minutes fly by.
Yes, they do. Minute 45 to go here. Long throw in Spade. Flicks it over again. Good response here from the Cougars. Trying to get that left side now. Luke Riley Corner kick.
These last 90 seconds, I think, will determine whether Christopher Spade stays forward for the second
He's staying.
overtime
He's staying. No, he's
session.
staying. There's no way they're going to pull him back, I don't think. Once you make that decision and you go for it, you're sending a signal and a message to your team. I don't think you're now going to pull him back.
I think also if they score, I think
Well, if he
you
scores,
entertain
sure.
that.
Sure. Good ball set in and headed in. Chattahoochee responds. The Cougars, the heart of a champion. Ryan Capper, who normally is the facilitator on this team, may have just won a state championship.
And that's the movement of, we lost it with 26 seconds to go. We want to win a state championship again. And that was the change, and that was the mentality. A great job in that time in between overtime to get them refocused. They came out, they were ready to go.
And now look who's back. Number 2 is back again, Christopher Spade. We'll probably see Ethan Rose move up as he has. So history repeating itself right now as we tick down to the final moments of the first extra time session. That's a good turn in the box. Blocked by Spade, throwing upcoming.
In the last 6 minutes, there have been 4 or 5 philosophy changes between these two teams. It is awesome. And there will be another one in the 2 minutes in between.
Oh, that's not a good defensive play. You cannot have a mistake such as that one. Flag down, Spade up. 4 seconds to go. First extra time period in the books, and what a good one it was for the Chattahoochee Cougars. They'll take a minute break. And Chattahoochee, who was so down moments ago, so up right now.
2 minutes in between these two sessions. And it's all going to be the coach's mentality.
An absolutely sensational match. 2 heavyweights in the state of Georgia just going at it. Nobody able to find the goal. And finally, Viata did. And then with 28 seconds left, miraculously, Cambridge leveled it. And somehow, even more miraculously, Chattahoochee able to respond off that corner with Ryan Capper, who had the assist on the game-winning goal in the semi, a first-team All-Region player. And that could be the difference. 5 minutes remaining as Cambridge will throw everything they have at their region foe.
I can tell you one thing being said in the Chattahoochee huddle: communicate. Talk, communication.
Yep, indeed. Just do what we could do. We should not be giving up a goal in just a 5-minute span.
And the benefit for Cambridge is you were just in this moment.
Yep, you feel like, all right, we were here. At least that's a solace to take.
We've had less time to do something, to make something happen.
I'll tell you what, if they do level this is becoming an all-timer. Here's Ramirez. Oh, and he gets hacked down by Rigsby. And a card out
that's
coming.
gonna have to be a card.
4 seconds in. So Ryan Rigsby will take a seat. And the keeper pushing all the way up here.
They're not playing around. They're not going to wait.
Entering for number 23, Ryan Rigsby, is number 6, Max Chiafalo.
Chiafalo, the freshman, back in.
And I think they wanted to wait a little bit longer to put Chiafalo in, but this is the opportunity to put him in now. He's going to be the guy if they get anything moving forward, fresher legs, take it to the corner flag.
Looping ball. Good ball to the 6. Looking for that second ball.
Viata just turned and fired it out of play.
Yep. It's about that time. The boys in blue will have a lot of defending to do right now with 4:30 remaining. Everybody basically back. Long throwing in the box. Heads collide, not a good sight at all.
And both players are going to receive treatment from the trainers. Depending on who it is. There's probably not enough time for both those players to get cleared and get put back in. So all the coaches are thinking about some changes, worried about their players.
These guys are down. A bear gets to his knees. We'll just take a quick break here with them. So Capper and Tyndale will come off. Drop ball with 4:21 to go. You see the referee, Kadeem Sabara, walking towards the far side. Sammy Hassan Silva. Not sure if he's played at all. Don't remember mentioning him. Some big minutes right here for the junior. So it'll be a free kick for Ethan Rose.
And the best part, both players walked off under their own power.
Yes, indeed. Rose, line drive in the box. Spade gets up, reaches at its point.
And everybody telling the keeper, slow it down.
Ball eluded pretty much everybody there except Harveen. Here he goes trying to get through. Riley just lofts it up in the air. 2-on-3.
And they're just going to take it to the corner.
Chiafalo. Very well won. Kyle Muehlberger.
And for Chattahoochee, they've been doing a lot of this all game, stepping in front of passers. Rose onside. But the keeper will come out and clear it.
Good job by Trujillo.
For Chattahoochee, they've been very good at intercepting passing in midfield.
Rigsby will check back in off that yellow card. Jack Tyndall. Ryan Capper as well. Good to see those guys are all right.
Also number 10, Ryan Capper, and number 8, Sammy Hassan Silva.
So that should be it for substituting for Cambridge, you would think. Chattahoochee, well, they'll methodically try and sub in and out as
they're going to play.
Chiafalo is waiting there.
It's going to be that basketball offense for defense. Good play it to the side. Gain the extra touch. Every second matters. Every touch eats up those seconds.
2 minutes remaining. Nothing called, a lot of contact. Chattahoochee fans upset about that one. Now we'll see Max Chiafalo. 1:45 remaining.
Chattahoochee substitution number 6, Max Chiafalo, in for number 23, Ryan Rigsby.
I wouldn't be shocked if
Rigsby comes
gets
back
some
in.
water and goes right back to the referee to check back in.
Yep, that's what he's doing, putting on the penny. He'll wait there. They'll probably switch those two for each other.
Ball out.
Minute 20 remaining. 80 seconds away from a state championship. Where have we heard that before?
A minute 15 is a lifetime to
Ryan
Cambridge
Walker
right now.
throws it in. Here is Walker. 60 seconds remaining. A lot of blue jerseys tucked back. Can they save it? Drift. He does. Omar Drift is going to win a corner kick. Everybody's coming now. Keeper's coming. Harrison Fields will stay back. Everybody else in. "25 seconds remaining. The big punt. Trujillo. Perfect spot to put it. 15 seconds. The chant with a goodbye, the crowd with a goodbye chant from the Cougars. 10 seconds. Final opportunity, and that should do it. The Chattahoochee Cougars, for the third year, have won the state championship. 2011, 2017, and now back-to-back 2018.
What an amazing contest that we just got to be a part of. Under 30 seconds left, Chattahoochee thought they had the trophies in their mind. They were imagining the moment of lifting it up, only to see it go away with the equalizer. And then in overtime, Ryan Capper caps the victory, the back-to-back state champions, Chattahoochee Cougars.
The 243rd career win of Les Meenan's career. Phenomenal job. He moved his star and Christopher Spade up. He said this team will go as far as Chris Spade will take it. He took him pretty far once again. Cambridge, a phenomenal year, a phenomenal program. They're going to finish at 20-2. We'll get the trophy presentation. Brian Wallace's squad certainly will be back. Harveen Ramirez will be gone. Sid Maraputi, John Crawley, Ryan Walker. But the bulk of this team will return. Nick Sides and Trayson Riley. And of course, Ethan Rose. I would not be surprised if we see these teams back here in a year from now as they shake hands. It's interesting that Chattahoochee's principal, Tim Corrigan, last week on Twitter spoke about that semifinal goal by Christopher Spade and said that was one of the best goals in Chattahoochee high school history. Well, Principal Corrigan, how will Ryan Capper's goal fare in the allures of your history?
Yeah, I think 1 and 2 have just been set for Chattahoochee High School.
Unbelievable. A high-quality, professional type of a match we just witnessed. Two absolute powerhouses, maybe the top two programs in the state of Georgia, including 7A, including everybody.
And they will play each other next
for years to come.
And can you imagine that contest when they play each other next year, to be in that environment?
And again, give credit to Coach Meenan. Down after giving up that goal, he put Spade up front. He made a statement to his team. Guys, we're going to win this. we're not going to sit back and feel sorry for ourselves. We're coming out here, and we're going all guns a-blazing. We are men. We're going to win this match.
Yeah, when you had a state championship won, and then under 30 seconds it was gone from you, you had to go back out and win it. He was not going to let it go to penalty kicks. He wanted to win a state championship. They won a state championship minus 30 seconds.
Yep.
And that's a great job of getting those kids refocused to go back out there and win. Because when it went to overtime, they very well could have came back out, heads hung.
Heads hung and just defend. Fellas, it's okay. Let's defend. Let's get the penalties.
Not
they
get
did
their
it.
mind right.
They
got
won
their
it.
mind
Yep.
right, and they came out and they dialed it back up. They came out of that timeout before overtime, pumping up the crowd, getting them into the game as if they're the ones that scored the magical goal to keep their hopes alive.
Cambridge with their runner-up trophy as the coach goes out. Haven't seen this yet this year, that the players did not even want to go out for the runner-up trophy. And here's Chattahoochee. Christopher Spade going to Air Force. Championship hats, very well done. 2 matches in the books today. 2 more to go as the Cougars take their championship picture. Special thanks to our whole crew here. Ben Halpern, Ian as well on the cameras, Ian Russell. Well done, Brandon. We'll sign off with this. I'm Justin Hanover. 2 more matches to go.